Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from TheRightTrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. We're finally seeing cryptocurrencies regain massive amounts of strength, and today we can see a huge breakout across the board. Bitcoin up 14% over the past 24 hours, and that's spilling over nicely to the rest of the market. A lot of cryptocurrencies making huge recoveries right now. Steam up 46%, Bitcoin Private up 102%. Just a great day overall, and we haven't seen one of these in a while. There wasn't any specific news to cause this. In my opinion, it's just a combination of finally being the right time, finally having put in that bit of consolidation that we needed, and just the technicals that were finally set up and that were starting to turn bullish, leading to this massive breakout. We're going to cover everything in our technical analysis and talk about, is this just the beginning? How much more can we see of this? And we're going to get to that in just a second. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates, and make sure to check out my premium content where you can find monthly cryptocurrency buying opportunities as well as 5 high return cryptocurrencies. Link to both those things in the description of this video. And let's get started with the technical analysis of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin got this huge green candlestick after the breakout, and we're basically moving right back towards $8,000 right now. A lot of buying volume to support the move higher. Got great bullish crossovers on all the indicators. We're uptrending again now. And overall here we're coming up on some resistance, which is normal, right? There's a lot of resistance at $8,000. And we may struggle a little bit here, right? We're going to have to take some time to let these indicators, the Bollinger Bands get set up, and the middle band as well, to allow us to start moving higher, because there will be a lot of resistance right now. There's our $8,000 mark, that's a lot of resistance, and our previous uptrend line. So it's not going to be easy to get back above those things. But now that we finally got that boost that we needed, and we're now officially out of the downtrend, which we've been waiting on for quite some time, right? We never actually made a move that held above the downtrend line. This is finally the time where we should be ready to start moving higher and really putting in a bit of an uptrend again, climbing back to where we were previously. Now, like I said, there is resistance around where we are now, but considering the fact that we got this big boost, we're out of our downtrend line, I don't really see this as being something to be too concerned about. While we may consolidate a bit here, over the next few weeks, we really should be able to start pushing higher towards $10,000 and above. Let's take a look at Ethereum next and see what's going on. So Ethereum also got a very nice move today, and it's moving right back towards $500. Indicators just going parabolic, basically. A lot of buying volume as well here. And once again, we are coming up on some resistance based on that $500 mark and where the upper Bollinger Band is at. But who knows, this could be a multi-day breakout, so we could see prices kick even higher outside of the Bollinger Bands. We'll have to see. We'll know over the next few days if that's the case or not. But definitely here, we're looking good, right? We have nice uptrend line support, and if we do pull back a bit, probably just to the uptrend line, I don't really see us, falling back lower or consolidating too much. I feel like we're going to have a pretty nice steady uptrend here for Ethereum. And like I said, if we manage to start moving above $500, we really could see even further breakout, pushing us, pretty quickly towards that $764 mark, which is our next big resistance level. So that's what we have to look forward to next. And overall, we do have a pretty nice gap here all the way up to $700 without too much resistance. So I feel like Ethereum is going to be able to capitalize on that nicely. Let's take a look at Litecoin next, see what's going on. So Litecoin is a little bit more tamed, but we are making some nice moves higher. The Bollinger Bands are still contracting towards the price, however, and we aren't out of our downtrend line over here. With that being said, I feel like we're probably going to hold up pretty well, probably going to get a nice horizontal breakout of the downtrend line, or if the rest of the market does see a strong move higher, again, we're probably just going to break out of this downtrend line without too much trouble and start moving back towards $150. Otherwise, like I said, probably just going to move relatively flat, hold up pretty nicely, and just horizontally break out of the downtrend line. Either way, I don't really see us, crashing lower or anything like that. The market definitely looks strong right now. Let's take a look at Nano, which isn't acting the strongest. Now, what's interesting with Nano is it tends to do well when other cryptocurrencies are doing bad, right? We've seen this multiple times. So right now, it's just hanging around 70,000 Satoshis. Nothing really new, nothing really to be worried about. We're really just still trading between 70,000 and 80,000 Satoshis. A move above 80,000 Satoshis would be our first signal to get back towards 100,000 Satoshis. Let's take a look at Ripple next, see what's going on. So Ripple is actually looking good here. We are moving back towards that 65 cent level, and we do have resistance in that area, so that's explaining why we have a little bit of a red candlestick right now. But the indicators got a massive kick higher, and we'll see if we're able to start climbing back to $1 just yet. Overall, I feel like that may still take 2 or 3 more weeks before we start climbing back up there. But at this point, we got that signal that where we're going to start pushing higher, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. But now, we have this nice little uptrend that's beginning, and this should be able to carry prices higher. So I'm not too concerned about it either way. Let's take a look next at NEO and see what's going on. It was acting pretty strong yesterday. It had several days of uptrend already, so hopefully got a nice breakout here, and it looks like we are moving higher again. We're moving back towards $75. Like I said, $75 in the immediate short term is about as high as I see it going. Now, we do see our longer upper Bollinger Band wick, which means that we could have some struggle here, and we may start to pull back a little bit towards the uptrend line. But either way, I feel like this short-term uptrend line is actually going to hold up pretty nicely here and should be able to move prices, higher without too much problem, all the way up until probably $85 at least. So not too worried about it, and just a great bounce, recovering nicely here on the indicators. All this little downtrend that we made in the short term in the past, that's being recovered right now. So that's exactly what I want to see. And of course, little resistance here at $75, $85, but shouldn't be too much to be concerned about with this nice uptrend line support. Let's take a look next at Stellar Lumens and see what's going on. So Stellar was not doing much yesterday, and right now we're actually moving back a little bit towards our uptrend line, basically trading around 3,000 Satoshis. We want to make sure that we don't move back below that. That would be a little bit concerning due to the fact that the market is doing well. So that's something that we need to be careful about. But right now, shouldn't be too much of a concern. We should start to see, the uptrend line really carry the price higher. Unless that doesn't happen, there's no reason to be worried, in my opinion. Let's take a look next at Vertcoin and see if it was able to also benefit from this bounce. So right now, Vertcoin is back above $2.20. That's actually a great signal that we were waiting on. And now, we should start to see it climb towards $3.23, which was the level that we want to try to get back above to start moving to where we were previously. Indicators holding up nicely right now, continuing their uptrend. And while we are coming up on some resistance due to the upper Bollinger Band, I feel like that signal of us breaking back above $2.20 is what we needed to now, build up a little bit of a base and start to move higher back towards $3, $4 and above. Let's take a look next at our next cryptocurrency, which is going to be Lisk, and take a look at what's been going on. So right now, Lisk is trying to get back above $10. Previous candlestick had a very big long upper wick, and that just means that buyers weren't able to hold up those price levels just yet. With that being said, it looks like that lower Bollinger Band is coming back up nicely, and indicators, recovering as well. So I think that we're going to manage to break back above $10 over the next few days, and our uptrend line has been carrying prices nicely higher. So, it's just going to, I think, be a steady increase higher, getting back above $10 initially, and then trying to get back above $12.15. It's going to take a little bit of time, but over the next few weeks, that's definitely in the direction that I think we're moving in. Let's take a look next at Cardano and see what's happening. So right now, Cardano basically got a pretty huge breakout. We're now, sorry, I'm on the wrong chart here for Cardano, but great breakout, and as you can see, we are back above 2,500 Satoshis. We were struggling to get back above that level previously. We finally managed to do so. Good buying volume to support the move higher. We're kicking up pretty drastically on the RSI, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? If we break back above that 70 line, we could even see more of a bounce higher. But it's just something to realize that we're going to start being a little bit overbought here in the short term. We are already trading out of our upper Bollinger Band, and that could continue a few more days. It has in the past, and that could pretty quickly push the prices back to above 3,000 Satoshis. But just realize that, when we're trading outside the Bollinger Bands like this, we're going to pull back down a little bit lower again. Overall, though, that's not something to be annoyed about because it's normal, right? We can't go up in a full straight line, but here I think that Cardano is already capitalizing on the move higher nicely, and even if we do pull back a little bit after getting a bit of a spike, not really anything to be concerned about. This is the beginning of a nice U-shaped bounce, kind of cup and handle formation, I believe. So I really like Cardano right now. Let's take a look next at our last cryptocurrency of the daily crypto update. That's going to be IOTA, and see what's going on. So right now, IOTA is moving back towards $1.54. We actually got a huge breakout back above $1.13. And the indicators are looking good now, pushing higher. We do have resistance at $1.47. May see a little bit more consolidation in this area, but right now I think that IOTA is moving nicely. Like I said, maybe a last bit of consolidation here before we're able to break back above $1.47. But once we manage to break back above $1.47, I really feel like we're going to start increasing the pace of the bounce here and recovery. With that being said, this is the end of this daily crypto update. Don't forget to check out my premium content, and I'll see you next time.